Man, it's one of them little rainy days where you just sit in the crib, chill, probably watch a movie, you know what I'm saying? But today I'm feeling like just giving out a simple reminder that you're only truly in control of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. And with that being said, it's like everything else in the world still matters, but at the end of the day gotta end, and you only can control what you were thinking, what you did, and what you said. You feel me? That's the only thing that you can change moving forward or have any type of effect on. You feel what I'm saying? And it's also very important to be accountable for your thoughts, your habits, and your actions, because at some point you're gonna be wrong. We're human and we all make mistakes. You feel what I'm saying? So you're not always gonna be right, but the more that you're accountable and you can just admit when you're wrong and be aware enough to know when you're wrong and can speak up in the moment, then you can build better relationships. One, people will be accountable with you when they're wrong, and that will be able to form you a better relationship. And when it's not in your power, you can just let go and let God, and you can have that true peace to know that, okay, when it was in my power and I slipped up, I was accountable. Or when it was in your power and you did the right thing, you were still accountable. Accountable doesn't always have to be for bad things as well. But if it's not in your control or you can't do anything different moving forward, then just let go and let God, man. Let God handle it. Because whether you decide to stress about it or worry about it or stay up all night trying to or wishing things happen differently, it's going to turn out the way it's going to turn out regardless, because God wrote it. So you might as well just let go and let God from the jump if it doesn't have anything to do with your thoughts, your habits, or your actions, and if you can't do anything to change it. You feel what I'm saying? And if you feel as though you're owed accountability or you're owed an apology or closure and you haven't gotten that, then it's time to let go and let God. And once you realize that, okay, it's in God's hands and maybe I'm not going to get that accountability, that apology, or that closure from that someone, whoever you're expecting it from or you're wanting it from, that's when true healing begins. Once you realize, okay, maybe I won't get that apology, but we still good. For what I'm saying, we still good, bro. We still good. My room a little bit messy, but don't mind that, bro. It's one of them days. It's one of them chill days, bro. I'ma clean it up though for sure. But yeah, man. And that's a habit I got when I'm just chilling. One of them days, and your room could kind of tell how you're doing mentally. As you can see, my bed not made up. I'm thugging, but it is what it is. That's me, and only I can change that. And if my bed was made up and my room was clean, I probably would have did this video an hour ago. But I didn't, and I'm being accountable, but I'm still doing it now, and we here. And that's what it's all about, bro. Being accountable when you're right and when you're wrong. And you only have control over when you're accountable and when you can speak up from when you're right or when you're wrong. But everyone else is not going to be able to do that due to pride and, other reasons. But when you realize that, okay, as long as I'm accountable, I'll be at peace. Whatever else is out of my power, I'll let God handle it. And that's when you really realize true peace and joy from within. Once you realize, okay, that craving of closure that you want from your ex or that apology you want from your dad, maybe you're not gonna get that, bro. And guess what? you'll survive. So the more that you just be at peace without it and just let God handle it, because at some point it's gonna work in your favor as long as you got faith the size of a mustard seed. That's what my grandma used to say. But as long as you got faith in God and you just feel comfortable letting go and letting God, bro, that's when you'll realize true peace and happiness. So just remember that you're only in control of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. So the better you practice to be in control and do the right things, and when you do the wrong things, remaining accountable and being able to apologize in the moment instead of moving with pride and just hurting people, it's gonna, what goes around comes around. So once you give that energy out, it's automatically gonna come back towards you, and you're going to align with those who are alike. If you feel what I'm saying? If you want to be prideful and you don't want to, and you know you're wrong, you don't want to apologize, you want to argue, you're going to be around people who also do the same thing. And then you're going to realize you're craving closure from those same people who, if the tables were turned, you wouldn't give them closure. But as you practice to apologize to people in the moment, or give people that closure that you probably wish you would have had, then you're going to end up surrounding yourself around people who are emotionally intelligent and emotionally available enough to give you that closure or apology, because all it is be pride at the end of the day. Like, if you know someone who doesn't really apologize, they know that they're wrong, but they're not gonna apologize, they're just gonna keep going back and forth with you, 9 times out of 10 they probably feel as though they deserve an apology from someone if it's not you, and they're just dishing out what they receive, if that makes sense, because hurt people hurt people. So, you know, and even if you hurt, bro, you could practice giving out, just being a good person, bro, not moving with pride, and you're gonna end up being around those people who will make you feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop moving with pride, bro, and you're only in control of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. Like the video, comment, subscribe, fuck with the kid, man. Hey, tapping with me for the next vid, man. Love y'all. We forever trooping, man. You know what's going on.